From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the New York Jets.
Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. On the ground, Kamara. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Now it's Roethlisberger. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Though certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Now Roethlisberger. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead. See a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Hey, check Mike 6. Hey, watch the slant.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Roethlisberger. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Niners have taken the early lead.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
23-yard line.
Options galore here. Second and a few inches. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. You know, the running back, because he's eager to get the pass, but sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that. That's why they're able to get to him on it.
The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Max Crosby able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard.
At the 45-yard line.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Moore stepping up. He's going to keep it. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. A big seam, and he might go all the way.
Oh, you got
and he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching him.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48.
Adoree
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
brings up 2nd and 9 at the Niners' 48-yard line.
They'll run. This is Kamara. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Adoree Jackson on the tackle. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. The second-year man, Max Crosby, the one who brought him down. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Jets, nothing.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Matt Moore, the backup, ready for his first throw. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kamara. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Now 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free. I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used the slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
The tackle man.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends.
It's 2nd and inches.
Now Wilson. He's going deep for Brown. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, 49ers. Hollywood Marquise Brown, his second touchdown on the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Makes the score Niners 20, Jets nothing. Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
16 more on that one and another first down. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. And this will be a jet sweep. Here's Thomas with it. The 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Thomas, the lone receiver, left. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Hey, check Mike 6. Try to do better. Come on, TV, come on. Mike 6.
Now it's Roethlisberger. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Adoree Jackson right there, step for step in coverage.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. Able to punch it in on 3rd down. Makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no thought of a return here for Hines.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
On the carry.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. This is Breida. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
43-yard line.
Maybe the running the football there and him handing it off opened a little bit of a lane.
It does, and what also helps, his unselfishness. Because he's not a quarterback who's going to take it every time and pull it from the running back and keep it. He will hand it inside when the reads are correct.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Being chased out left. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. On first down, Wilson. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Throwing again, Wilson. That's caught by Geronimo Allison. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
3rd down.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Wilson will throw again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted.
He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Robert Quinn able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
3rd and 3.
On the ground, this is Kamara. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And he'll take this all the way up to the 38-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
34-yard line.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
This will be caught inside the 10. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Again, it's Roethlisberger escaping the pressure right. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. From the 2 now, second and goal. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And caught by Thomas. Touchdown, Jets.
Touchdown,
Michael Thomas in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets have made this a one-score game.
The kick is
Extra point just does sneak over the bar. And the lead will shrink to 6.
Jets 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
This is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 35.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
On first down, here's Breida. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 40 now on second down. Wilson, it's complete to Brown, right side.
Complete.
His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up third down now. The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Completes it to Samuel. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
49ers.
Here's Breida. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Breida. They go read option with Wilson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And 10 at the 15-yard line.
On 2nd down, Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Touchdown.
Marquise Brown. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Rodgers on the return. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They run it again with Kamara. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
On the carry.
They'll say no gain on the play there. And
on the play.
Kamara.
3rd down and 5.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 3rd and medium. They opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down. Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. He throws, and he hits the slant route to Thomas. So they opted to run the ball there on 3rd down on their side of the field.
I wonder if that was a called play, or did he check into it? And if he did, that took a lot of guts because on his own side of the field, an obvious passing down, decides to run the football, and they pick up the 1st down. Give that man a ton of credit.
12 yards there and a 1st down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st. Freeman again, a 1st down carry. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Down at the 11-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. 4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They run. It's Kamara. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Alvin Kamara. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again. Great call to hand that one off. And his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly. And on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play. And guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no thought of a return here for Hines.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum is sort of shifting the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach, because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, they created a big run. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. And the Chiefs' leading rusher in their Super Bowl run. Here's Damian Williams. And a very similar result again. The Jets' defense once more stopping him behind the line.
Jets 21.
And with a 3rd and 14, we have 6 defensive backs out there now defensively. They go play action now. Wilson. Flush to his right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit, because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He gets it to Brown, complete. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards.
On the play. 1st down, 49ers.
They go back to the ground with Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get high.
Butker's kick here is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Chester Rogers on the return. The Jets take over 1st and 10.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. The drive starts with a completion left side. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 30-yard.
On the ground, Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This time it's 3rd and 3. Again, it's Kamara. He'll have a 1st down past the 40, and he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara, and he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory.
On the handoff.
Buster Screen is able to bring him down.
To the 49-yard.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
Now Kamara. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
3rd down and 9.
Operating from the gun. Moore. This is complete to Michael Thomas. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Brings up 4th down and less.
He may try and run for this. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 4th and inches in plus territory. That seemed like a prime spot to go for.
It certainly did, and there's so many things that go into it. Are you too far away for a field goal, but not far away to punt it? Do you just feel like your offense is better? I just think in today's NFL, offense feels like it has to take care of the football, has to keep the ball, because scoring is up. You better maximize every possession. You trust your offense more than you trust your defense in today's league.
So line of scrimmage still a 39 on 2nd and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Playing this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And the 49er hands team does its job. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Jets take over 1st and 10. At their own 1-yard line.
Now Roethlisberger back into his end zone. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
9-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Roethlisberger. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he is going to get the first down, it looks like, as he's up to the 12. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
1st and 10.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, but it's going to be 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That goes for a gain of 31.
That's why you call a screen. You want to catch a defense over-committing. Plenty of space available, and that matched up perfectly. What a convoy he got downfield to pick up big yardage on that play.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
And 6 at the 46-yard line.
Roethlisberger to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. That's Derek Barnett coming in and making the play. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. And that is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. He's going to let it fly. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Second and 11 now. Oh, Wilson going to throw. Steps away to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. So the victory here for San Francisco. And this not always an easy proposition, Charles. You had a West Coast team that traveled east, but they got the job done.
And there's so much that goes into it because your body time and your body clock different from what you're used to west, because if you go east, you're going to lose up to 3 hours. Right? So is your body going to be awake when it's time to play? A lot of teams actually rehearse it. They practice it. Maybe the week of the game, they move everything up to that time frame so guys get used to doing it that way.